I've taken over 50 cruises with a wide selection of cruise lines, and the twist I experienced on this cruise was one I didn't see coming. Hello, I'm David and you're watching Cruise Show UK. Today I'll be sharing my unexpected experience on board the Celebrity Beyond. Most cruises are filled with adventure and excitement, relaxation, but mine had a unique turn. It's not how I imagined my cruise would turn out, but the crew's compassion and celebrities' policies made it an unforgettable experience. If you're thinking of taking a cruise, you can never expect perfection, but I have to say the human spirit aboard Celebrity Beyond is unwavering. First off, a little background. This isn't my first cruise rodeo. I've just taken my 50th cruise and this ship didn't disappoint. Celebrity Beyond is a gorgeous ship boasting a tonnage of 141,420 tonnes and stretching over 326 metres. She can carry 3,260 passengers at double occupancy. Oh, and resident Captain Kate McHugh, a social media sensation with over 4 million followers across platforms, and her cat Bug, almost as famous with a solid 62,000 following that cat on Instagram. The ship's features are incredible, from SpaceX Starlink internet, although honestly it could be faster, to a theatre with a $5 million screen. Every detail is luxurious on that ship. While in Montenegro, I had the opportunity to experience the luxury of Celebrity Edge class ships' tender service. The tender boats are not only comfortable with their air conditioning and leather style seating, but the boarding process via the magic carpet is both delightful and refined. Though the magic carpet might be overhyped as a restaurant and bar, its role as a tender platform, combined with the impressive specialised tender boats, Celebrity has truly elevated the tendering process into something I will now look forward to. I really love what they've done with the destination gateway. It makes embarking and disembarking the ship a fantastic experience. Now let's rewind. I was really enjoying my 10-night sailing when suddenly I wasn't feeling too great. I always bring a box of COVID tests with me when I cruise, so a quick self-test later and I found out I was positive for COVID. I'll be honest, I did panic a little bit and I wondered what happens to those with COVID on a cruise ship in 2023. I was also bitterly disappointed as I knew our holiday was ruined. I contacted the onboard medical centre and I have to say the ship's medical team was great. Very caring, very understanding. They asked me if I was willing to let them retest me in the medical centre. I said yes. I put on a mask and headed down the stairs to the medical centre. They asked me about my symptoms, medical history and what medications I was taking. They took my blood pressure, temperature and then carried out another COVID test. Once the positive result had been confirmed by the doctor, the isolation period began. I was told I must spend 5 days in my cabin. I couldn't believe my luck. So what happens when you've been confined to your cabin? Let's go over the logistics. Firstly, the medical team advised me that as the result was positive, there would be no charge whatsoever for all the medical services on board. Had my result been negative though, a charge for the test would have been payable, and in hindsight, I think this is something Celebrity should change to encourage others to visit the medical centre when unwell. I think a lot of people are worried about a large medical bill, so it's worth knowing if you catch COVID on board Celebrity Cruises at the moment, there's no charge for any medical services that they give you. For me, it was reassuring to know there would be no charges for the medical services. I was given a pack of remedies, some cough sweets, again, all free of charge. After my visit to the medical centre, I was more popular than ever and the phone in my room kept ringing all morning long. The outpour of care was overwhelming. My first call was from guest services, where they advised me I can now order from room service free of charge, and for each meal the $9.95 room service charge would be waived. They further advised that I could order items from any of the ship's restaurants and that I wasn't limited to just the room service menu. I was glad of this, as the room service menu was a little bit limited. While I was on the phone with them, they added the free premium internet to my account. As I was travelling on a cruise-only basis with Celebrity, I was really grateful for this. However, I did find the internet to be a little bit slow and struggled to load web pages with ease, let alone stream content as advertised. I was a bit surprised at this because on my previous cruise with Holland America Line, they've got Starlink. It was fantastic, couldn't be better. So I was expecting the same from Celebrity, and unfortunately it wasn't. The next call I received was from the head housekeeper, checking if I needed anything and the process for getting clean bedding and towels delivered to my room, as of course the stateroom attendant could no longer enter my room. For me, there's no better feeling than a freshly made bed, so I took them up on the offer of the clean sheets, etc. This was the first time I've ever made my own bed on a cruise, and hopefully it will be the last. But take a look at this. I think I made a good job of it. It's worth noting that the gratuities of $18.50 per day continued to be added during my period of isolation. I continue to receive twice daily calls from guest services, the medical centre and room service, checking that I was well. There was genuine concern, and every call, every gesture felt heartfelt. It was service that left me with a very positive experience of Celebrity Cruises, despite the awful circumstances. It was incredibly boring. The boredom really gets you, and what didn't help was the choice on the TV. There weren't that many films to watch and other programs to watch, but also as well, having COVID is no joke. You do feel pretty miserable. So yeah, the 5 days, it was horrible. Since the COVID restart, I've been lucky enough to take 17 cruises, and I caught COVID once on board the ship. So just because you take a cruise doesn't mean you're going to catch COVID, doesn't mean you're going to get sick. I was just unlucky this one time. Also, lots of people have made comments saying, well, this is your fault. You shouldn't have told them. There will be a lot of people that wouldn't say anything. My opinion is that's not the right thing to do. Let's take a look at the finances. As mentioned before, I had no medical service bills to pay. In total, I paid £1,880 for 2 adults sharing this Aqua Class cabin. And without asking, on the last night of the cruise, I was refunded £350 from Celebrity in the form of a future cruise credit. On return home, Celebrity Cruises further refunded a cash refund of £692. I did have to apply for this additional amount from the aftercare team. So in summary, I paid £1,880 for the cruise, and I received £1,042 refund. Thankfully, I also took out cruise insurance, and I was entitled to £150 for each day that I was confined to my cabin. So my travel insurance paid out a total of £750. Although I received a substantial refund, the holiday was ruined, and it didn't really make up for the loss of the holiday. It was pretty miserable. Staying 5 days in one room is no joke. Thanks for joining me on this unexpected journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you'd like a more in-depth look at my food experience on this cruise, I have a separate video which you can see here. Until next time, I'll see you up on deck.